To do my work in concert with my commanders across the country, and do our job how it should be done, be it elections or any other matter. So that is what I have to say in regards to the two connected issues you've spoken to. Thank you.
Ghana former minister on mama kwaba and famumbra LORDSON TV Pro Max eso efia gold enemy and eso matana se ensema ekoso ewo ye police service mo yen papa Igp Dampare ehon nsema ekoso no nokre bi apiepie mu ewo baabi edan nsem na apie so mpo eno no nokre de mama ntwa me ho ntima bo afon krato me ba ye bekasa.
LORDSON TV Pro Max.
Medas me for pass on mama brema kwetwa me ho agema for enkrato aba enchia enko emame mama Suzy aferi adodo na efrew ama canteen ewo eye dew akuapem enchia enko ema na ebi enso enko ema ye mame obapa na ya akomia mame baby a obi ayibade ema wa hoden stronko emame Abusia yen papa Igp Dampare IGP of Ghana police service no ne ho ensem bi enenam international super highway ni so nyina yede yani ehu bi ede yaso atie bi efa audio bi a eba abonten a ebeto odwa na ekeka ensem akese efa yen papa Igp Dampare ho a ebeto edwa ampanyifo esi hu enkonwa se omopemu nhwehwemu na wahwe ba bi a sunsun ede bame abra board ho no ebeba befa na mo panimpo a obomodin record sa audio na ema nam so ema yen papa green abu eba abonten eba be chechemu so no na record ye kwan efa so a o record sa ensem ni nyina eba abonten no ode nyina ebe to dwa ewo ye committee a omate so mo fanye sa nhwehwemu no emu abusia eno echi ne ye se nipa miensa ye papa green abu ebobo omudin ni nyina so aba kopie mu ewo ye committee enimu omoso de omonsem nyina akwakoto dwa eno so minim se watemu ensem ebi na endra de yen papa Igp Dampare enso ekokopie mu ewo honom a otwese ono nse kobisebisa nanum nsem efa nsem akese a eye nkofo ye ba beka ato ne so sempo no otwese police adwumaku no onye na iye odisika na edi nanim afen so na etwese ogu police adwumaku no ene ehun semsem bebre na afen so na etwese kitase hye ne proyede ebi ewo na akwan mu a wan hwa da achi bi eje 2024 election na eba bebe ayade a obetimi aboama MPP fo edi intro esan se one NDC fo ewo kasubomu anase esumasi edwadie bi nti a enamoso ama empanyifo tresu se yenyi ni emfi ho enye sa pa de MPP fo epakonwa no asan afa na omatimi break the 8 a eye omodrim ne pa de eche na ekufu yen papa nana adodanko Ekufu ado ombomoden enyi Igp Dampare enso enfomoden enfenfi sa position onye sa de sa ni dream ne de emma enye adwuma na me no kasa yen papa Dampare ekokopie mu ewo committee nanim no okansen bebre na eche se dodo na empo eche se osunye yentie ensem a yen papa ekeka ye ewo committee nanim a eche se one nkrofo nyina eni asembone anase eni asetena bone yentie bi embra
to do my work in concert with my commanders across the country, and do our job how it should be done, be it elections or any other matter. So that is what I have to say in regards to the two connected issues you've spoken to. Thank you.
So, by your reckoning, what is it about you that people pass a vote of confidence like this, that if we are there, MPP cannot break the 8? And if we are not there, then it becomes an opportunity to break the 8. What is informing this vote of confidence in you? And what is significant is that there's a lot of intelligence you have that I don't know.
Honorable Chair, I still make a point. That is somebody's opinion. And what is about me is doing a professional police job. And then that's nothing more than that.
Grateful to you. Now, I yield space to the other members to ask questions, and we note what the IGP will say. So, the vice was, I thought you had a residual power when they finished.
No. These are preliminary matters.
Okay. Yes.
Issue of preliminary matters where people will speak.
Yes. Let me.
These are privileges.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay.
Please.
So
These are privileges reserved for leadership.
Then continue.
Yes. So, Honorable Patrick Boama, do you want to deny the fact that leadership is entitled to certain privileges that you are not entitled to enjoy? So let me take the floor.
Inspector General of Police, you've heard this contradiction. Leadership have privileges, you know. You heard that? And he's saying that he wants to call for a division. He said that. You see how people can contradict themselves, you know. Okay, so Vice is going to probably sort of do a follow-up to some of the issues I raised, but he will have his turn. So Vice, do you have a lot of questions on the follow-ups before you have your turn?
Oh, there are not too many questions.
Okay then.
Yes. But just to place on record that this statement that the Honorable Bois read, which culminated in the institution of these proceedings, simply recalled, what he had heard from the leaked audio. And so they are not words. The words contained in this statement are not words that Honorable Bois generated, or they are not a figment of his imagination. They flow directly from the leaked audio. So the talk about breaking the eight, etc., are not his words. Just to place that on record. But the General of Police, you see, if you go through the record of proceedings that this committee furnished you with, you find that there is some accusation which has been labeled against you, which is to the effect that you orchestrated the recording of the leaked audio. As IGP, I want you to speak directly to this particular accusation. Did you play any role in respect of the recording of the leaked audio?
Honorable Chair, like the chairman asked initially, I did not play any role in it.
Now, IGP, you also read through the proceedings and you would find that in it, you may want to respond to this in the open. I don't know how it sits with you, but you were also accused of being the worst IGP this country has ever had. How did you receive the accusation, and what is your reaction?
Honorable Chair, thank you very much. Honorable Chair, I think probably my brother wanted to say I'm the best and he missed it. Because the records are there for everybody to see. The beauty of mankind is that everybody has an opinion and he can express it in any form of shape. But that has not changed the facts. And this is the point, Honorable Chair. Since my colleagues and I, and the rest of the commands across the country, had opportunity, by the grace of God, and with the honor done me by His Excellency the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we committed ourselves to transforming the organization to become the best institution in the country and a reference point for Africa and beyond, in a teamwork fashion, based on Genesis 1:26. So even granted that I'm the West, then all of us collectively are the West, including probably my brother who was serving in that capacity as member of the team that I lead. So I think it was a slip of tongue on his part. But let me speak to the issue. This is what it is. We, the current administration, want to be the best in terms of all those who have come before us. And we have a good reason for that, Honorable Chair. And we are there getting on to becoming the best in the history of the country. And I'll explain. The reason why we want to be the best and we are getting to be the best as a police administration under my leadership is that when most of our forebearers were there, we saw what they did right and the challenges they face. So being a graduate of management and leadership and a continuous student of sociology, psychology, and philosophy, it is just clear that when you saw your forebearers doing what they were doing, and you saw what they were doing right, and you saw the challenges they were facing, and you have this background, and you have the opportunity, you surely should perform better than them. And it's simple. You do what they were doing right, you learn from their mistake and make them better. So if you add them to what they were doing right, there's no way you cannot be better than them. And this is what we are doing. And at the point, maybe I will share with you so many interventions we have put across the country and working in concert with all the other security agencies that has brought us to this level of peace, security, law and order across the country in an unprecedented way. But the next point, Honorable Chair, is the fact that we don't want to be the best in the whole life of the police service, but rather we want those who come after us to be better than us, because by the same yardstick they are watching us in terms of what we are doing, those that we are getting right, and the challenges that we are facing, so that they will be able to outperform us. And when they do that, then they will also become better than us and all our forebearers. And when that happens, we will end up building strong institutions and not having strong men. And this is what we are doing. So it is not true that my administration is the West. It can never be. He missed it. He missed it. And with your permission, I will speak to a few of the interventions that we put across. First, your Honorable Chair, we came in at a time that so many places across the country were engulfed by criminal elements, especially armed robbers all over the place. And now, across all the major highways, you can feel it. In the past, when you are traveling from Kintampo, Bupe Tamale, you normally have to say your last prayers. What is the situation now? In the past, when you are traveling from Tafo, Osimu, Begro to Kwau, it was virtually a no-go area. In the past, when you are traveling from Kintampo, Zamrama to Prime, it was a horrific journey. In the past, when you are traveling from Efijase through Kumau to Robonso to Mamikrobo, you must forget it. In the past, when you are traveling from Bamboy, Bole, Tuna, Tuwa, it's another ball game. In the past, when you are traveling from Takwa to Bogoso, Wasekropon, it was a sad scene. In the past, when you are traveling from Dungawanofin, even to Asimfosu, a terrible situation. And from Praso to New Dubiase, to my big brother's hometown Bekwai, to Kumasi, it was another thing. I can go on and on and on. And as for Donkokrom, it was a daily thing. My village. We've worked together as a team at all levels of command and across all the security agencies to normalize the situation. Equally, the crimes that were happening, residential robberies in all our cities, we've stemmed the tide in a committed way. It is just one. Honorable Chair, with the support of the Police Council, with discussions, and with the approval of His Excellency the President, we have created 7 more new police regions to bring policing closer to the people of this country. Because our assessment when we came to office, we saw that policing across the country was very minimal, roughly about 47 or thereabout %. But with instructions from Mr. President, we've been able to deepen policing in a manner that has never happened before. And that dovetailed into the concept of visibility, where we've demonstrated the presence of policing at all corners of the country through the establishment of 144 regional FPU bases across the country. Currently, the establishment, we've been able to roll out 121 of them. And this comes with an average of 35 officers, number of motorbikes, a vehicle, to ensure that they are engaging the communities, they are patrolling the highways, and then they are patrolling the communities so that they will have their peace of mind to live their life. Honorable Chair, I can go on and on and on. When we came, we have established Police Emergency Medical Intervention Fund with approval of Mr. President, where 6.1 million cedis is in there to ensure that every police officer who gets injured in the course of duty can be sent to everywhere in the world to give treatment to the person in order to come on board. Honorable Chair, in the process, as you have seen, with our quest to engage the communities and win their hearts and minds, gone across the country with my team, analyze and identify and analyze all their concerns, working on putting measures in place through special groups in order to ensure that they work and keep them safe. Honorable Chair, we have also worked on the issue of decentralizing so many things that were centralized at the headquarters. The welfare department, counseling department, intelligence unit, processing of certain things, including criminal checks. So we are on the quest of ensuring that at the end of the day, we leave the organization better than we come to find it. So all these interventions, almost about 45 or thereabout of them, and putting it together, working with the other security agencies, that is what has brought us far in terms of the type of internal security that we enjoy. So would anybody coming to say that you are the West IGP, it's unfounded, it's unfortunate, And I think the best the person could have done, if he has nothing to say, is probably keep quiet and allow the good people of this country to make a determination on us. And Honorable Chair, the final point on this matter is that it is not about Dampare. It's about the police administration. It is not about Dampare. It's about the police administration. The police is not a sole proprietorship. It is an institution with governance and management structures. Dampare is just one of the officers involved in the governance and the management structure. So that is what it is. And we work in concept and make sure that all decisions that we need to take, we take it as a group. And when it needs to the attention of the police council, we get that as well. But the interesting point is this. As my colleagues will bear us out, or will bear me out, all these decisions, where it matters, we even send it to the division, to the regions, the districts, the divisions, and the stations for them to hold meetings and get their inputs involved. And that's the level of teamwork that we brought to bear on the work that we do. So it isn't about Dampare. It is about an institution that we have decided to work together because nobody put a rope on our neck to join the service. And at the end of the day, the service doesn't belong to me. It doesn't belong to any individual. But once we are there to earn our daily bread in service of the people, we have to find a way of working together. And that is what I have done since I came. And my colleagues are the best witnesses for that. I thank you.
IGP, so let me place on record that the police service is not on trial here. And so, like counsel pointed out much earlier, we have some terms of reference that guides us in, the conduct of this exercise. Now, you spoke at length about we in the collective. It's not about Dampare, it's about the police administration. So you believe in teamwork. Is that correct, sir?
Honorable Chair, that is more than correct.
Now, the witnesses before you have told this committee that under your watch, the Police Management Board, also known as POMAP, has become dysfunctional. Dysfunctional in the sense that it has become a one-man show. In other words, the IGP does not consult members of POMAP for purposes of reporting to the council. Please say, what's your reaction to this?
Honorable Chair, that is falsehood. And like I have demonstrated to you, and you also refer from my speech, and look at it, you called me and only me to appear. All of them, including some of them who were on sick leave, said, what is happening?
I was seeing Papa Dampare and I would say na semono HSA seniana or church and insemuno ebi and I debate show HSA. Some penny for your better say a trasa entry to Nesuno no cribia any sasamna or more cano emu a fence crampono and just on your mo and tibone on your mo a good relationship. And just now he was not expecting say and come back casa and some markesiano edi a funny home. Now I just say ama na on a urine and man a busia party just almost so many guasi or my gun and papa. And just say a man a real ho. Ama ebu nenimtia anasa ma na yene ne made echese enimguase kese ena ato na sansam ya ekoso a yetwe Akufo Dampare sre ene abasa ebisebisa ne ensam so onyi ne ho ano ewo sansam ya ekoso yi eho no eno nti no ensam nyina ekoso ma papa echese ona na yene ne made echese emu abusan de omu di areho papa sansam ya ekoso efa yen papa IGP ehon yi ntino ama Ghanafo bi nso ababonten ababekasa papa etro madwen say ensem a ekoso ne nyina is based on the fact say yen papa Igp Dampare embra yen papa Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo the president of Ghana leti no as IGP ewo oman Ghana mu pe na otu nani edisi asofofo so a etese ne first attack no was on asofofo mpanyimfo a ewo oman Ghana mu a ema etese oman whole oman Ghana and Gold Coast oman tesese no etese otimi obi sofo panyi bi ebo modern etesa oman ni din efi Ghana edeko omofia simply because some person obenya asem ewo Igp Dampare ensem enu echi no osori tiesi asofo bebre edi ehu ebeto asofo so ne sense Ghanafo bi esusu se sa ensem ya etu na ama enne otimi egina empanyi anim eyi ne ho ano eba na dwumaye ene ne credibility efa na dwumaye ho no ni nyina eye asotwe efi Nyankopon ho se ewo se empo no otimi etieti asofo fa hodie so empo eka omo kasabo ahwe omo yem se Nyankopon eyi bibi edi kire omo mpo a omo ni ho kwan se omo beba beka ifiso omo ni eye evidence bia video bia na audio bia efi Nyankopon san enchen a echese Nyankopon ne ka se omo beka enti no oka omo kasaboa ehwe omo yam akoye se ne echese o chese Nyankopon adwuma no omo njai anase emomo fa Nyankopon enum asem ana Nyankopon ehintasem ana ne timupo no emomo fa ma abonten embetudwa ne senti eya asotwe a Nyankopon ede ma no eche ne se osokra osa sasam yi no kra ben ena ewum enu echi no dodo na esunsu se an sasam esi efi eye asofofo yi bi enchen na sa issue ya atu ne nyina ya asotwe efi se yen papa sofopanyi eye Owusu Bempah enso ababonten ababekasa efa kwan a Owusu yen papa Igp Dampare ede ne efa so embra onye agrada enya issues a enam so ma ye chi no ekotu mu no an chese tama odamu no yare ebo no ama chese de nkoto police hospital ehono mpo Igp Dampare ehye se yen fa handcuff embeto ne nsa abra odampa so a na chese mu ensuo esi ne so drip esi ne so no oda asa posifo enwen no na afi de kwampo mo fa handcuff ento ne nsa asif say oye criminal anase oye wudini bi na emomo no chese no nyina echi no papa echeche mu say Igp Dampare empe na asem based on a fact bi ana ensem bi a abribia etwam before ye be elect na ye be appointing as IGP no ode ono sofopanyin no eche na adwen efa ensem bi ho no eno nti na Igp Dampare echi nti a otete no abusia ye ntie ye papa sofopanyin Owusu Bempah ambra na o cheche ensem mu about ye papa IGP
mame kan asem bi IGP wo se obi aka se wawu enu nti ukokwoche no yese shatawale esu wawu koche no osofo bi hyenkom efo obi wo ho waba be declare kra se ma obi an hyenkom so obi bewu enu kra wo bible mu na mami we ti ho ebo mi owuto nti IGP no nte mentia se obi di oya emra enya no but obi di oya mra entimi nya no
abusia ensama yen papa prophet Owusu Bempah so edebetu dwa ewo yen papa IGP Igp Dampare enso eho eno no does it confirm ensem na enkrofo eka no se empo no ensem ya ekto no nyina na hawa na social onemu yim nyina no eye asofofo a ewo Ghana hanoma authority a wo anase empo no asofo yi na aweki bibi aka nsem bi anase omompa ebobi na asori etia no dodo na esusu se eye enoa efise abribia eye omu Ghanafo bi na se abribia etwam abra yen papa Kennedy akomprekon ejepon eye ordinate 2 eye ne platform kese no edema eye nyambrafo bi anase nipa bonfo bi mo betina ho egu asofofo animu ase kan sama kese ede to asofo so ne eye no kre ne enye no kre eye manase ene na panfo ebetina ho ekeka ensama kese a ono honorable Kennedy Japan agidi ya sorry gina mu etu asofofo eso sa trying say obey the bad nut no out no chese no echi no Ghanafo bi isusu say yare bi ebebo yen papa yi e ma chese ekoye no operation eye brain tumor anase tumor bi eba ni timu a chese ekoye ni operation na eno na Ghanafo bi was attributing the fact say eye asofo na otu omo so sa no Nyankopon epaneshe no anase Nyankopon ega ne kuto enam so emane asati yare no na ebi enso na Ghanafo bi ede etoto eye yen papa Igp Dampare ho ese touch not my anointed one and do my prophet no harm. Nti so far as somutimi esoreti Nyankopon asofo nyame adifo no enu nti na eye yen papa yi Kennedy enya saa eye yare no ema ene yen papa Igp Dampare nso eti eye asenibia ete so no so eyi ne ho ano ebusuan so se ensemu ya ekoso yi nyina no no kra bi wom maze bi se ampa asofofo na ewo Ghana no ebi empire bo anase Nyankopon na e punish Dampare for say osori eti anyame edifo ewo my Ghana mu wadwen kire obetimi e de aba eye comment section ho kama e de amame osusu se enso eye nsehunu so a eno so no wakire wadwen eti se eye nipa hwen obi ane ne de ebinum adwen kire e na me de aprewo nso betimi de odi abeto kama wonsaka video ya wo so share e ma afoforo no so omutimi ntie ne ekoso ha aye LORDSON TV Pro Max mode share if you are gold.
LORDSON TV Pro Max.